right. Hello, everybody. I'm watching the ticker here, all of the different names coming on in. Give them a few more moments here so we can get a nice crowd before we get started. Okay, so I'm Amanda Hammerly. I'm your executive director, and I'd like to welcome everyone to today's town hall. If this is your first town hall, we are so glad you're here. And if you've been before, thanks for coming back. We're happy to see you again. So before we get started, I do want to go over some housekeeping items and some announcements. You will be on mute throughout the presentation. You can hear us, but we cannot hear you. If you would like to ask a question, please submit your questions using the Q&A section of the control panel on your screen. We will review these questions as time permits. We are recording this session and it will be available within 2 business days on the IAIP website. So before we get started, I want to look to the chat box really quick here, and I want to know who is coming to convention. Let's see, let us know who's coming. Okay, we're all coming. That's for sure. All right. Yes.
All right.
Some really good excitement there. All right, so I'd like to introduce our speakers today. Please help me welcome Diane Martell, IAIP Board President, Donna Whited, RVP, Region 2 and Convention Co-Chair, Sue Quimby, Convention Co-Chair, and John Altames Leaks, Region 1 RVP and International Secretary-Elect. You guys have really long titles right now. It's a mouthful. So today we're going to discuss all things related to the 2023 convention. So thank you for joining us. Diane, you want to get us started?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for our sneak peek at convention. I'm so excited and can't wait to see you in Providence soon. It'll be here before we know it. So as we discuss things today, we have tons of information for you. And as we talk about the various topics, Amanda will be placing the links right in the chat. So everything will be right at your fingertips. So the first reminder is early bird registration deadline is June the 1st. So that'll be here before you know it. So please take advantage of that discounted rate for convention and register by June the 1st. The second reminder is on the room blocks. Our convention hotel is the Omni, and we've met our room block. The room block is filled, but we have an overflow hotel, the Graduate, which is right across the street from the Omni. It's very close and convenient. And the deadline for that room block is May 26th. So I would encourage you, if you're still in the planning stages for your trip, go ahead and make your hotel reservations. So I want to remind you about that. Our app will be back again this year. And that will be available to attendees on June the 8th. June the 8th, you will have access to the app. We have one change to the app this year, and that is we are discontinuing the use of the leaderboard. We had some feedback from members that there was so much going on in the app, a lot of extraneous information that members couldn't really find what was important to them and, some various meetups or groups or where they needed to be. So we made the decision to discontinue that leaderboard this year because we want the app to be user-friendly for all members. The welcome reception will be on Friday night. We have a 1920s theme, so make sure you bring your costume. The YMPs have really planned a fun event for us. We're going to have a wine ring toss, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You purchase rings to toss on the bottle of wine. Hopefully it gets on there and you win the bottle of wine. And so thank you to the YMPs for planning that fun event for us. The proceeds from the event this year go to our charity of choice, who is Gotta Have Soul. And it's an organization that provides shoes to homeless children so that they'll feel comfortable and confident and will want to go to school. So we've invited the founder of that organization to the welcome party because we want him to see IAIP in action. And thank you to the members who have already donated funds or wine for the event. You can still do that. If you'd like to donate anything towards the wine, please feel free to do so. Amanda will provide that link for us. And then some of us will be shopping. Our Region 1 partners are going to help us with the shopping when we get there and purchase all the wine. So we're ready to go for the party Friday night. So that's just a taste of all the fun things to come. The other thing I want to remind you is we are having the gift card. I'll call it a non-tree or an untree this year. So still the same premise. If you'd like to donate a gift card for the raffle, please mail them to IAIP or bring them to convention. That'll be great. And we have a little surprise instead of the tree, but we're not going to give that away. You have to come to convention and win your gift cards not on a non-tree or untree. So just a few tidbits of information for you there. And I'm going to pass it off to Amanda for some more info.
All right, I'm just going to kind of run down the agenda. The agenda is very similar to last year. So we kick off on Thursday with the hub, and Donna is actually going to give everybody a little bit more information about that in a moment. So regional dinners are Thursday night. So hopefully if you are coming, you've connected with your region and gotten all the information for regional dinners. If you are wondering where those are, please contact your RVP and they will be able to give you those specific details. And so we go from the hub on Thursday, and then we roll right into the convention Friday morning, kicking it off with our welcome and our keynote. We're really excited about the keynote this year, and Donna will also share some more information about her in just a moment. Then we go right from keynote, we go into CWC, and then we go right into Ignite Lunch. So we've got a packed day on Friday. Then we end with some education, followed by the welcome reception. The welcome reception, again, is going to be a 1920s theme, and we do encourage you to wear your flapper dresses and dress 1920s, however you feel comfortable. And we will have our exhibit booth there. Definitely want to make sure we visit our sponsors and thank them for helping us put on a wonderful event for you. Saturday morning, we kick off with a breakfast, and then we just roll right into consuming education right after that. Lots of great opportunities that Sue is going to share with you. And then we have our awards and recognition luncheon on Saturday. It's a little different this year. We decided to combine those two events. They usually are on Saturday and Sunday. So we've combined them into one event on Saturday, awards and recognition. And then right after that, some more education. And then Saturday night, you're free to explore the city. And Janelle is going to share some more about what you have in store when you come visit the Northeast. And then Sunday morning, we're going to have a brunch. And I did hear that there will be mimosas. We have a wonderful sponsor that's come forward and help cover those costs for you, the members. And we do hope that you are able to join us on Sunday for the brunch, which will also be the membership meeting, officer installation, and foundation updates. So the Sunday brunch will take place around 9 a.m. and our goal is to conclude the Sunday brunch at 11:30 or sooner. So we know a lot of you have connecting flights you need to get off to. So that is our goal by combining those two meals, making sure we only had one opportunity on Sunday to get together. We do hope that you're able to join us on that day as well. So I'm going to pass it on to Donna to talk about the hub and our keynote speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the second year for the regional hubs, and we are all still excited to be part of the regional hubs. Regions 1, 2, 5, and 6 are participating this year on Thursday, June 22nd in Providence. Each region will conduct their own regional business. We will have our CWC speak-offs, and we will present our regional awards. After that, we will all meet together for a great networking lunch opportunity. And then, as Amanda said, in the evening, we will have our regional dinners. If you have already attended your regional conference and you're coming to Providence early, we invite you to be part of one of the hubs. The registration fee is $100, and that includes breakfast for regions 1, 2, and 5, and lunch for everyone. So if you're interested in attending the hub, talk to Ashley and she will get your registration set up for that. To date, when I looked at registration, we have 111 members registered for the hub. So I'm looking forward to seeing each of you in Providence and attending the regional hubs. Now, I think that I'm going to switch to the speaker. I know information has been sent out on our speaker this year, and she is great. We met with her and talked with her, and her name is Jan Spence. She will share with you how pursuing her lifelong dream of playing professional football led to the unexpected opportunity to affect change through encouraging words and simple actions. She will teach how cheer leadership can transform any group into a cohesive unit. Jan has spoken for Pillsbury, Walmart, and Frito-Lay. And now I think Amanda has a very short video from Jan for us to listen to.
We're not going to listen. I just popped it into the chat. Do take a moment to visit her YouTube channel. Jan has some really great little short videos that are very encouraging. So you can kind of get to know her before being on site, but she is very excited to be joining us in Providence.
Thanks, Amanda. Now I'm going to turn it over to Sue, and she's going to talk about all of the great educational opportunities that we have to offer this year.
Hello, everyone. We are so excited to be welcoming you all to Region 1. We hope you have a great convention. We're planning for it to be so. We have a wide array of education, something for everyone. For continuing education, we have a cyber class offered by Hartford STEAM, understanding water damage and understanding segregation from Service Master, and trauma recovery from Paul Davis. If you need information on which states the CE is approved for, please let me or Betsy know. We are also offering the CLP Delegating for Growth on Friday and the CLPA Resilience on Saturday. In addition, we're bringing back our very popular community cafe. John L. has worked very hard to get some topics, and we've been worked on getting some people to speak to us. We have Gail Martin is talking about ageism and changing how we talk about ourselves. The Legacy Foundation will be talked about by our own Roz. There's a walk about Providence planned. There's a diversity topic up by Marcella Beasley. Amanda is going to introduce herself to us during one of the sessions. We'll have a networking session, and Vicki Harmon will be talking about the NAIW IAIP, what's the history and what's in the future. And we also have a session on cannabis. So as you can see, it's a wide, diverse area of topics for us. If you don't need the CE or CLP, it's Community Cafe on Saturday is a great place to be. Now on Friday, we have the Ignite Luncheon. We'll be talking about the challenges and how emerging trends are impacting our working environment. We have a diverse and a dynamic panel of speakers from the industry. Tracy Adeji from JP West, Dan Bridge from Vermont Mutual, Beth Dwyer from the Rhode Island Department of Insurance, and Jan Seitz from MSO. And our moderator is Kim Fitzgerald. So we're looking very forward to that, and it's going to be a really good conversation, and we look forward to seeing you there. I guess John L. is next, right?
Oh.
As Sue said, we're very excited to welcome you to Region 1. Providence is a great little city with so much to do, and I want to tell you some of the things that you might do in the little bit of spare time that you will have. First of all, and maybe most important, there is a pharmacy and a mall within walking distance. In fact, the mall is attached to the hotel. That's important because if you're like me, you'll forget something at home. So you'll have easy access to purchase that replacement. In addition, you may have heard on social media, because we've been very excitedly talking about it. Water fire is happening on Saturday night. This is a well-known Providence attraction where they light 86 different fires on the waterfront. Some are float on the surface of the rivers and some are on the city's piers. And the effect is a glow that transforms downtown Providence. The Arts Festival Plaza is also open with a showcase that supports local artists and artisans. You'll be able to find everything from photography and sculptures to textiles and jewelry. What a great opportunity to buy a memento for your trip. We do want to warn you, however, that this is a big tourist attraction. So you are on your own for dinner Saturday night. You might want to think about making those reservations now because it will be difficult to walk into a place and to eat. The Roger Williams Park is nearby. That's a 427 acre park. There's a zoo there. So if you're coming with children, or if you just happen to like zoos, that's an opportunity for you to visit. They have a dinosaur exhibit that's currently going on. And I attended that several years ago when my son was small, and it was absolutely fascinating. You may have heard of the Rhode Island School of Design. It's a very world-renowned university. They have a museum that you can visit, and standout exhibits include Asian art and European galleries. And it's not massive, which is great because you don't have a massive amount of free time, but it is something worth checking out. As you know, Providence is on the water. You can Google and look at boat tours, including dinner cruises, or if you want to do something self-propelled, check out Providence Kayak and rent a kayak for the day. There's the Portsmouth Athenaeum, which is a private library. There are very few Athenaeums around. Providence happens to have one, and they have self-guided tours that will take you through Edgar Allan Poe's reading list and stolen paintings and things like that. It's well worth a few minutes of a visit. And we can't talk about Providence without talking about the food. Federal Hill is a mile away from the hotel. And trust me, you might want to walk up there if you possibly can, because you'll want to walk off your dinner. Amanda and Diane, when they visited, they raved about the food. My husband and I, Sue Quimby made a trip down. I met her there once, and the food is just amazing. So you have that opportunity. Federal Hill used to be called Little Italy, so there are a ton of amazing Italian restaurants and pastry shops, but there are other options as well. A interesting Providence, I don't know what to call it, food option is a real institution is the Old Naville, New York system, which is a hot dog shop that's been around since the 1930s, and that's quite popular. It's open from 11 a.m. until the early morning hours. Near the hotel is the Water Place Park, which is a great place to walk, especially in the morning if you want to walk along the water and, just get some outdoor time in before you head in and enjoy all the educations. Providence is also an hour away from Boston. I know Diane is staying an extra few days to go up and take in a Red Sox game. There's also the JFK Museum. The bus trip, there is a bus across the street, and the train to Boston is a few blocks away, so it's easy access. And your first stop when you get there, check into your hotel, go down, go across the street, and the Information Bureau is literally right there, and you can get pamphlets about anything that you might want to attend. So we know you'll have a great time. And just if you want more information, you can reach out to me, but also there were multiple articles on the IAIP IAIP blog, Today's Insurance Professional, outlining several things you can do in Providence. So you might want to check those out too.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about going up to Providence again. Diane and I did the site visit last year and we were blown away by the hospitality we experienced, the food. She's not kidding. The
Fabulous.
food, yeah, lots, we're gonna need to do some extra walking. And then our hotel is situated in the heart of all of this. The river is behind the hotel. Saturday night is going to be spectacular. We are so lucky and fortunate to be there during one of these fire festivals. So, I mean, if you were looking for a sign for why you should register, I mean, here's your sign. Okay, here it is. Get registered. You want to be there. If you are registered and you have friends that were on the fence about coming, please tap them on the shoulder and encourage them to be there. You have until May the 26th to get that hotel room picked up at the Overflow Hotel, which Diane and I actually did get a chance to walk into that hotel while we were there, and it is stunning. It is a gorgeous historic property with a very good coffee shop, I might add. We might be going there from our own hotel just to get coffee. If you're staying in that hotel, you're going to have to bring us some coffee. Terry Brennan's laughing there in the chat box at us. So does anyone in the audience have questions they would love answered? I feel like y'all did a really good job of going over all these details. The committee has worked really, really hard this year, trying to get everything organized for you. Let's see, anybody have any other comments, questions? I think y'all covered it all. No one is speaking up, which is weird for this group. This group usually has a lot to say. Anybody else want to add anything?
Just the education. If you're taking a class, we can always use more moderators and helping out, especially in the CE classes. So let me know.
Okay. Well, everybody did a great job, and we were so happy that all of you were able to join us today. And we're really looking forward to seeing you next month in Providence. So
It'll be here before you know it.
No, it really will. And so just before we go, I just want to mention, we actually do have an advanced CLP virtual today, managing remote teams at 4 p.m. And on Tuesday, May the 23rd, the Region 5 will present a virtual ICANN Step Above Inland Marine Builders Risk. And then on Thursday, June the 1st, IAIP Corporate Partner Pathway, which is a new corporate partner for us, is hosting a webinar, Increase Your Productivity with Automation. So I encourage you to visit our community calendar. Let me put that in the chat there for you to register for these events or get more information. And we were so grateful to have you today. We're looking forward to seeing everybody next month. Here's your sign. Get registered. Let's have some fun in Providence. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, everybody.
everyone.
Thank you. See you
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.